Hey, this is going to be a very quick one, just a minute or two long at most. And this is a response to a question I got in the comments of another video by Ninjamania, who asked about the size difference for the Mark 6 and the Mark 4s. At least that's how I understood his question, and I want to make sure that I answer that by showing a video. So, you have your Mark 4 and your Mark 6, and as you can see, height-wise, they're fairly similar, but at the same time, there is a really noticeable difference in size. Not only height, but also in, like, sort of, just all the ways, like, all the properties. Like, these leg pauldrons, these leg pieces of armor, whatever they're called, greaves? I guess, yeah, greaves. They are, in my opinion at least, looking at them, much thicker than what you have on the Mark IVs. I am not a Heresy lore expert by any stretch. I know the basics. So maybe this is correct. And that's what it's supposed to look like. But I'm assuming this is actually just scale creep. And while I think on a battlefield this is really not going to be noticeable, but at the same time, if you do have somebody who's running just older Calth and Prospero Marines versus somebody who's running the new Age of Darkness Marines, and they keep going into close combat, I assume it will be noticeable that everything's just a little bit bigger on the new guys. So just something to keep in mind if you're making an army where you're going to mix the different marks. I personally don't care. I don't think it's going to make a big difference in the long run, but if I have to pick which one is better, it's going to be the Mark 6s. I'm not a fan of scale creep. It's been a problem for Warhammer armies for a long time, going back through my older Empire and Skaven armies, for example, in Fantasy, or my Imperial Guard, looking at my pewter Cadians versus the newer plastic Cadians, and now the Death Corps, and even my Vostroyans. There is basically always just scale creep with GW. They're always making them a bit bigger for whatever reason. And I think that's all that is here, is just some scale creep. Don't think it's going to be a big deal, but it might be a problem for some people. So I thought I would just show it off so you can see that this is a thing, and you can decide for yourself if that matters. I don't think the pose makes too much of a difference here, but maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's just the way I've posed them. So anyways, if this helped you in any way, just let me know in the comments. And if you think that the scale difference here is an issue or not an issue, just post your reasoning why, so we can have like some more thoughts on this as a community. And yeah, thanks very much for your time today, and have yourselves a great day.